So suppose that you can you can afford $200 a month as a loan payment on a car. If you can get a loan for 3% interest for 60 months or 5 years, how expensive of a car can you afford? In other words, what amount loan can you pay off with $200 a month? So there's a few keywords here. The biggest keyword is loan. The fact that this is a loan tells us right away that we are looking at a loan type problem, and loan have their own type of equations. It turns out that this equation is exactly the same as the one for payout annuities, because really, just you and the bank are reversing roles, because now you, the loan holder, are the one paying the interest, rather than the bank paying the interest. So the equation is the same. P0 equals d times 1 minus 1 plus r over k to the negative k times n, all over r over k, where in this case, d is the loan payment each month or year or whatever the frequency of the loan is. So let's break this down. We want to know, and P0 is the initial loan amount. There we go. So, what is the initial loan amount in this case? Well, we don't know, right? That's what we're looking for, is how much of a loan can we afford. So we don't know P0 here. What we do know is what we want the loan payments to be. We want the loan payments to be $200. We know that the interest rate that we're going to get is 3%. We're talking about monthly payments. So K is going to be 12 months in a year. 12 times 5 years. Notice that 12 times 5 is those 60 months, over 0.03 over 12. And this is going to give me this is the equation I need to evaluate in order to figure out what my loan is, what kind of loan I can afford. So I could go ahead and evaluate 0.03 over 12 is 0.0025. Negative 12 times 5 is negative 60, and this is 0.0025. And so now I just need to evaluate this to figure out the amount of my loan. And I'm going to skip the calculator this time, and it turns out that the answer is 11,100. Oops, one too many values there. $11,120 loan. So that's how much loan I can afford. Now, you might be wondering, how much interest am I going to pay over the life of this loan? In other words, how much is this credit going to cost me? So to figure that out, we can go back to the idea of how much did I pay versus how much was the loan. So how much would I pay? How much do I pay? So let's think about that. I pay $200 each month for 60 months, right? 5 years times 12, 60 months. I pay a total of $12,000 to the loan company. How much of that was the principal, or the original amount of the loan? Well, the original amount of the loan was $11,120, presumably, which means $880 of this loan is interest. So in other words, I'm paying over the 5 years $880 to the loan company for their service, for them offering me this credit.